Hello again, Doc on the clock with more MAGMML3. And I saw this cockroach twin back here. Don't tell my boss, but I skipped work to watch the tournament. My twin is covering for me. Whoops, there goes my hat. Get that hat off of me! And here's Element Man. I still can't understand what you say. Anyway, 8th place time, Falling System Core by SnoruntPyro. Hey, it's a SnoruntPyro stage. Amazingly enough, it's only a 3.2 in difficulty. We'll see how well that holds. High scores across the board, Patchy's the lowest. I think that's going to be relatively common in this tier. Shinryu's scores kind of, and Patchy's scores kind of flip around, I think, in most of tier 15. Anyway, 1 element, 4 tokens. Let's see what we've got. Alright. The system core is falling, apparently. I haven't seen the core yet, so who knows when that's gonna happen, but... like the music, though, a ton. Okay. That is a gimmick. Shoot the core to gain complete and total control over your movements. Yeah. And shoot it with something other than, whoa. Yeah, timing was bad. I had the idea. I just need to go just a touch less early. I gotta be careful though, I don't want a piercing weapon. When I have 2 next to each other like that. Oh, I managed to make that. And I got killed just in midair. I'm not sure why that happened. But it's fine because I got the token. And that's the part that's important. Oh, no. The different colors do have give different amounts of fuel, I guess you'd call it. The closer to green, the longer it lasts. Although I don't know if it's super precise. I see that, and I think I won. Oh boy. Okay, well, that was fun. Definitely feel like having some beefy weapons here is useful. Although sometimes you just don't want to interact with the enemies at all. Yeah, I went at the wrong time there. I knew I went at the wrong time there, but it was too late to fix that. I don't have forever to wait around, but turns out waiting around a little bit is actually a good idea. Ah! Dang it. I was hoping I could hide in the corner. Nope, no such. Got a lot of Mega Man 5 Game Boy enemies in this one. They don't get a whole ton of love, so I'm not bothered by that. Timing is important. So is this the way to the key? Yes, it is. I wasn't sure whether that was progress or whether this was progress. Oh, that was an interesting screen transition. So, making efforts to sustain your, oh shoot. Crud. Because I'm pretty sure I want to go up there if I want to get the last token. I think I want to use that one. Oh, this is interesting. This is definitely the token challenge, because it wants me to go back down. And, thankfully, those were damage spikes. Can I go over here? Yes, I can. That was painful. A painful W tank. Yeah. I think I might want to just reset this. Okay, ooh, I don't have a lot of time, and I started trying to maneuver there while forgetting that I was in very precarious health. Ooh! Not being particularly cautious about my timing here, which I probably should be. Yeah, we got the whole set of Mega Man 5 Game Boy enemies that you really don't see very often. Oh boy. No, I very nearly. Oh boy. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I made it fine. I I expected that to go faster. That was the problem there. Like, I think I'd internalized earlier timings, and earlier timings said that that was going to go a whole lot sooner than it actually did. Oh, shoot. Well, bought a little extra time, at least. Is that going to be relevant? Maybe not. Oh, if I hadn't hesitated there just a little bit because I didn't think about what I was doing, I might have actually made it. Oh well. Maybe jumping the gun a little bit here. Okay, but I'm fine, I'm wishing I had more Spark Chaser, but I'm fine. Okay. Made it through. That was quite the stage. And, you know, it's SnoruntPyro. She's good at this. Okay. Who do we have for a boss here? God, Mega Man 11 boss music. How? I'm pretty sure Mega Man 11 wasn't around that time. Ah. Doing a really bad job of dodging literally everything. I have free range of motion, and I am not making use of it. Anyway, it's entirely possible Pyro replaced her boss music because she was very heavily involved in the end development. One could even say she was running the show, as tends to be the way that should be. Okay, that's... Use the background to indicate which direction they're going to go. I can also go the wrong direction with my... Oh, I did not see what that was doing. I'm just doing such a trash job of evasion in every possible facet. We have a desperation move here. It's a Pyro boss, of course there is. Pyro boss would not be simple. It would have this sort of interesting shenanigan to it. And the need to actually stop using it and slide around a bit is definitely not what you would typically see in a lot of these. Very clever, very stressful, but also very normal for a Pyro boss. This is all about sustaining. Okay. You know, it's a pyro boss. It's gonna be fun. If a little bit frantic, if a little bit nerve-wracking. But you know, a good boss can do that and still be fun at the end. So I'd say ideally a boss should be able to do that at the end. Alright, judge scores. Yeah, the aesthetic is pretty top-notch in pretty much every regard. Dodging attacks during free flight? What's that? Surely, such a thing has never been conceived of. I'm gonna slightly disagree with Mick here, because I don't think that the spikes being damage spikes makes that much difference. Because in most cases, if you run out of free flight, you're still kind of screwed, whether they're damage spikes or not. Because it's not like you have free refills of it wherever you go. It's more, I think, more important is just noticing what your timer is and making use of that. And no, I don't think that makes it difficult to figure out the timing of the moving walls. I'm just, you know, I'm Doc. I'm bad at timing. I don't know. I think that I think maybe it might depend on how much you die, but having only died once, I feel like what I would say is that that boss lasted a pretty decent amount of time. Not too long. Definitely not too short. It'd be longer on the longer side, but it didn't feel too much to me. I think that's the key thing. The free flight feels really good. Like, it's not... You have a little bit of inertia, but it's not much. It feels very natural to get used to. It's one of those gimmicks that just... Once you know what it is, and you've touched it once or twice, it feels like you've got it. Just automatically. It's always good when the boss incorporates elements of the stage, because then it feels like the boss really fits the area. I know that's not something that like, you always necessarily get with like a Capcom boss. Although the boss usually fits thematically to the stage, but it might not necessarily involve anything that is in the stage. But I think that when it does do that is where it shines. The timing on the 4 was strict. I kind of thought I was just automatically sliding under that. Maybe I was wrong. If I was, look. I can have good timing, but only accidentally. Patchy, there is a very clear graphical distinction between them. It's the color. I picked up on that immediately. That might be something that Flashman takes issue with because Flashman is colorblind, and I can see those colors blending in with each other. So him taking issue with that, I would 100% understand. I'm not sure how easy it would be to work around that. Maybe another sort of visual tell. But no, Patchy should have gotten that, I think. It was not particularly difficult to intuit, I don't think. The timing is a risk. I don't think it's too bad. I guess if you're using certain weapons, it could be a problem, but the stage isn't super incentivized using like tornado blow or things like that, so I'm fine with the death walls being instantly deathly. Yeah, something should have that risk here. I appreciate that the spikes don't, considering how often they appear, but the walls are infrequent enough that I'm perfectly at ease with them being that kind of a problem. Did I miss a trick to the last token? Because to me, the buttons below seemed like the obvious one. But it wasn't the buttons directly below it. But the ones that had the slightly longer timer down a little further below. I don't know, was that... I might have missed something there. If I did, it wouldn't surprise me. Because the timing on mine, on the one I was doing, didn't feel particularly tight. Like, it wasn't... I didn't have a lot of leeway, but I didn't feel like I was, like, really, really cutting it super close. Oh good, Flashman could distinguish them. Yeah, the fire bar is a surprisingly effective element in this one. It's simple, but it works so well with the gimmick. Honestly, it works better with the gimmick than it does in Mario, where you don't have that kind of free range of motion. Required weapon usage? I don't think I used special weapons for any of those. At least I can't offhand remember that. It certainly probably make it easier in some cases, but I don't think it's definitely not forced. Mineshaft levels. This didn't feel like a mineshaft to me. Felt a little bit too built up for that. I got more factory facility vibes from it. The buttons can be a little bit tricky to see at some spots, but in most cases you know they're going to have to be there, so I didn't really have too much trouble with that. I'm going to disagree with Ace here. I don't personally, I don't dislike timeouts. As long as I know that they're timeouts, I'm not fond of a timeout that I don't realize is, because then I'm not focused on the task at hand, which is evasion. But if I know that it's a timeout boss, and that dodging is what I'm supposed to do, I am perfectly happy with that. And I did not feel like this it dragged. Could it be a little bit shorter? Maybe. It wasn't so long that I felt like I was getting tired of it. I know, it's you know, I've played a fair few Toho games. A fair number of them have at least one spell you have to time out. Like, fair few of them have at least one spell you don't have to time out, but it just actually kind of works better if you do. And I think that mixing it up, I kind of like that. It makes you, it kind of tests more than just one aspect of your game. I am relatively good at blasting things. I'm not always so good at dodging. So when the task at hand is dodging, it kind of makes it feel like it is challenging me beyond the norm. Well, it may not be one of Ace's favorites, but so far this is a strong contender for one of my favorites. Like, we still have 7 stages to go, so I can't say for sure, but I dug this stage a whole lot. And I'm really, really thinking that it's going to end up being, if it's not a top 3, it's going to be probably a top, like, 6 or 7 at the worst. Because this was so much fun. It's nice and cold out here in space, but not too cold, thanks to this tiny hat. Are you cold? I've got a spare. Why is everyone putting hats on me? Get your hats off of me! Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You're nearly there. Useful advice, but how exactly are you swimming? What? It's easy. Mechanically, low gravity is exactly the same as water, after all. Huh. Is that how aerodynamics works? Sure, Mega Man, let's go with that. Okay, that's solid. Hey, I've got a banner with my helmet on it. Does that mean something? Maybe. Hotchkissin. Is that what you're called? That's quite the name. You're looking at the original Hotchkissin. Model numero uno, the first of the flying combat staplers. Can't believe they made more than one of me. Sorry, yeah, your most wily minions are mass-produced. It's just kind of how it is. Anyway, next time, 7th place. That's all for me for now. Until then, this is Doc. I'll see you later.